My love, it's been a while since I saw your smile. Watching through the window in your car, side streets pass us by, and I smile. Just for a little while. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ooh. Before we start the video, I do want to say a really big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If any of you guys need a website, seriously do it with Squarespace. It'll come out beautifully every single time and it's so easy to do. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video, but for now, let's just get into what I've done so far. So I've never done a pen drawing this big before, and it's A3, which is like not that, it's not like a big scale. It's a really big scale for me because for the past like 2 years, I've only really worked in A5 and sometimes A4, and A3 is like double A4 pretty much. I briefly mentioned on my Instagram that I wasn't happy with doing regular speed paints, and that's really just a matter of preference. Like, I know that they're very good for educational purposes and like learning and just by watching, but I find them really boring to watch, especially my own. So I don't really know how this video is going to turn out, but I think I'm going to try some new stuff with editing and some new camera angles, and I don't really want to film the whole thing because it also puts this other layer of pressure on me to do it really quickly because I only have a certain amount of time before my battery will run out, and I want to keep drawing, but if my battery is dead then I can't because I have to film it. Anyway, so I am going to show you like important parts, and I do want this just to be a very casual video of my process. I've just started with like an underlayer in pencil, well, pacer. I've used a pacer, and I'm going to go in with pen, I guess.
I feel okay. I feel okay. I feel just fine. It's a beautiful day to feel fine, and even better one to lose my mind.
I'm just taking a break now. I just had dinner. I had pasta. Gluten-free pasta is not as good as regular pasta though, so that's always sad. I also made really lazy garlic bread where you just put butter, or Nuttelex in my case, and garlic powder on bread. It's still pretty good. Like, anyway, I've been drawing for like 5 or 6 hours. I'm gonna do a little bit more now because I just had a break and had dinner and stuff, which I already said. I am used to doing my sketches all in one go because I usually do them in an A5 sketchbook. But this is like, you know, 4 times bigger than an A5 page, so it's taking a little longer, which is fine. And I honestly really love drawing in this style. Like, I do lose track of time, so yep, I'm just gonna keep going. I really didn't want to draw the watch, so I pretty much just didn't. I just kind of filled it in. I tried a little bit harder for that watch, but I have no interest in drawing like things. I just like drawing people and clothes, so that's really what I'm concentrating on at the moment. The hair is going to take me forever because it's black hair, so I've just started doing the really black parts, and then we'll see how far I get with it before I just decide that I'm done. What? I've never had to piece together a scan before because I always do them this big. So because I have an A4 scanner, it's a little bit hard for me to scan bigger things. So I've just done lots of scans and I'm going to try and Photoshop them together. Like, in my head this works, but I don't know if it's actually going to work. Right, I thought that I'd just have a chat to you while I update my website. So as I said before, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, so thank you Squarespace. But I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to use their platform, pretty much. And I want to update my website because I want to put that drawing that I just made onto my website. It's really easy, and I just wanted to show you guys like the interface and how it works and how literally anyone can figure out how to use this. And it just does everything that you intuitively want it to do, which is great, because sometimes I feel like I'll be using a new program or a website and I'll do something and I think it's going to do something and it just does the thing that you don't want it to do. So I'm just going into the gallery section on the side of my personal art and illustrations gallery, and I'm just going to add a new image. So I just press this little button here, click on the image. You can also link in images. I'm just going to upload it to the website. So I'm going to go find it, and you get to see that I'm kind of organized, but also I'm not. The way that I name files is incredibly incorrect. And now I have to think of what to call this. What am I going to call it, Fuji? Ballpoint pen girls. number 1. Because I think I want to do more of these, this size especially, more portraits. So we'll just call it number 1 and we'll see how far we get. No one can see your beautiful face, okay? You have to stop hiding and let the world in, okay? And then once it's uploaded, just gonna save and publish. You can write like a little description in here. I'm not gonna do that though, because this is a gallery and I don't really have much to say about it. So Fuji and I both think that if you're looking to get a website, you should definitely try out Squarespace. You can get a free trial by going to their website, and then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Zozzolini, and that will give you 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is really good. I'm really happy with how this piece turned out. I'm pretty like proud of myself for finishing something that big in pen, and I'm definitely gonna keep going and maybe even do bigger pieces in the future. I want to add some color, like some gouache maybe. I feel like that's something that it's not missing because it is a finished piece on its own, but it's something that I love to add. So yeah, I'm definitely going to experiment with that a bit more in my next one. And do you have anything else to add? You're just annoyed that I'm talking so much? Well, me and my familiar are gonna leave you guys here, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!